So I'm doing some laundry and I just thought about something and I didn't want to have to go back upstairs and write it down. I figure I will just film the video right now and say what I had to say. And I just thought about the fact that today is early November and we have little less than 2 months left in the year. And so there are two different approaches. You can see this as, okay, there's plenty of time. I can do the things that I have to do, almost like it's crunch time, like I have to put a plan into place so that I don't have to wait till 2025 to get the results that I want. Or there's the other approach that is more like, okay, it's the end of the year. I did what I had to do, and I'm just going to wait till 2025 to go all out. Okay. I'm more of the first approach. Maybe it's my personality. Maybe I'm like, okay, go, go, go. And that's fine. You can be either or. There's no better way. It just depends on your style. But I wanted to give you a little bit of advice when it comes to who you're listening to when it comes to making those decisions. Because a lot of times on YouTube, we look at other people's lifestyle, the things that they choose to present to us on video, and we make choices, our own personal choices, based on what we see, not based on what we know from their lifestyle. So, for example, we are looking at the result, the outcome of years of sacrifice, of years of work that they've put into for years, and we only see the outcome of the work that they've put into that they've put in for years, and we say we want that. So for example, the whole soft life thing, like we want the soft life because we see somebody, a YouTuber on, I don't know, living abroad and living their best life and all that, and we want that. But we don't know that they started investing for 5 years, 10 years, 20 years. And that was a sacrifice. Investing is a sacrifice. It's money that you're choosing not to spend and you're putting it to account, buying properties, doing things that are not easy to do. It's not an easy choice. It's not, sometimes it's a lot of sacrifice that you have to make. And we don't see that. We just see the outcome of them living their soft life. And we're like, I want the soft life. But we are not, we want to jump into the outcome instead of having to do the work that they've done. You don't know if they're receiving retirement money. If you don't know if they're receiving disability income. You don't know if they're receiving benefits like veterans benefits. You don't know if they're receiving dividends from investments or from properties. You don't know that. You just see the outcome of the soft life, and you want the soft life. There's nothing wrong with wanting the soft life, but I personally think that before the soft, there's the hard, and you might agree with it or not. I don't know, and that's really fine, by the way. But before you get the soft, you need to put in the work. The reward comes after work. You don't get the rewards before the hard work. You don't get to reap before sowing. We don't see the sowing part on people's channels. They've done it for years. You see the outcome and you want the outcome, but you haven't put in the work. You haven't sown, okay? And that requires work, it requires time, it requires dedication, sacrifice. We don't like the word sacrifice as women, but it's sacrifice and it's work. Hard work. Yes, hard work. It doesn't have to be easy, it doesn't have to be soft, it doesn't have to be, yeah, it doesn't have to be any of that. Work is work. It's not called leisure, it's called work. Okay. And so I just wanted to share that perspective when it comes to making your decisions for the end of the year, and even with your whole move abroad thing. Like, we see other people and how they're living it, but they're only deciding to show you certain things. I only choose to share certain things. I don't share everything with you. I'm assuming that you know that, and a lot of people unfortunately don't know it, and they just feel like people on YouTube share everything. No, we don't share everything. You don't share everything if you have a YouTube channel. I mean, maybe you do, but more than likely you don't share everything. And so we don't know the full story of how people are making it, and if they're making it, or if it's money that is coming from the trust fund, or if it's money coming from I don't know, their spouse, if it's money coming from siblings, if there's money coming at all, right? And so we don't know. We just see things and we make our own conclusions. And then we're going to make decisions based on what we see, but not on what is really happening, what was built before. Okay. Depending on what you want to build for the future, if you want to build an empire, if you just want to retire on an island, there's work that happens before. You don't just wake up and then go live on an island with nothing. There's work before. Maybe that work is to find a sugar daddy. Hey, that's work too. Okay, but it's still work. Maybe that work is going to be starting a business. That's work. Maybe that work is going to be finding a remote job. Maybe that work is going to be selling your house. Maybe that work is going to be, I don't know what it's going to be. Investing, what it's going to be, buying properties and flipping properties. Whatever that thing is going to be, it's necessary for you to get to the outcome that you see online. So just wanted to share that with you guys and to encourage you. It's not too late and it's not too early. If you are the type of person who is not afraid to put in the work and is like, you know what, it's about 2 months left in 2024 and there's a lot that can happen, I'm here to encourage you for that, because that's where I stand. There's a lot that can happen, a lot of good things, great things. The seed that you sow now in 2024 still can reap great things in 2025. If you choose to wait till 2025, that's good as well. You can choose that approach that works for you. Perfect. But yeah, do what's best for you, and always remember that what you see is just an angle that we want to show you, that we decide to show you as people on YouTube. If you're on YouTube, if you have a channel, you decide on the angle you want to show to the people out there, and be aware of that. Be aware of that. So sowing comes before reaping. Reaping comes after sowing. Okay? So I hope this was an encouraging message. If you're in the side of, okay, I'm gonna still do the work and I'm not afraid to put in the work. I don't know why people are so allergic to working or to hard things. It's part of life, right? That's part of life. We're not in heaven. In heaven, there's no work, right? It's gonna be all all the softest of the lives, right? Softest life ever. But right now here on earth, we do work. That's what we do. I'm not saying you have to work like a maniac every single day. There's time for rest, there's time for work. The Bible says that. But there's time for work. It's not all rest. Sorry. So, depending on the outcome that you want, there's going to be some work involved, some sacrifices, some tough decisions. And that's how it is. All right. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. Can't wait to hear what you think. And if you are more on there's plenty of time, I'm still gonna do the things that I have to do to end the year with a bang. Or if you're on the team, you know what, 2024, I did what I had to do. Now let's focus on 2025. Either way, it's fine. But let me know which team, which side you're on. All right. Talk to you soon. Bye.